Good morning to one and all out there in radio land. Now look at here, this is one of them there contest videos on the get-go. We got these eggs right here. We're going to try to win us. We in the contest yonder for some, we tried to get some backer to go in our pipe. And I got these eggs here, and what I'm going to do, it's one of the skills. It's one of the skills that I have, and we are going to bake a bread pudding, coffee flavored. It's in reply up yonder to Jay up yonder on that digital. I'll type it in there for you. Digisex or something or other. You know, it would be a tough one for a country boy to say that word. But anyways, and this recipe was inspired, let me tell you here on the get-go, this recipe was inspired one evening about sundown. A very, very most delicious cup of coffee, probably the best cup of coffee I've had drinking into all of my life, was served about sundown one evening, and instantly the flavor of that cup of coffee inspired this recipe. Heads up, Shop Dog Sam, here on the east coast of Arkansas. And what we're going to do today, we're going to bake us a bread pudding, and the flavor is going to be coffee. A coffee flavored bread pudding. We're going to get this done. We're not going to be fooling around. And I've had this recipe. I'm going to kind of tell you something here as I go along. I've had this recipe on standby for some time now. Just been keeping it aside for a special occasion. And I'm over yonder catching up on them there videos. Got behind on them, and I worked my way up yonder to Jay over there on it's a DIGHSX. You know, if you can say that word right there, more power to you. But look up Jay's channel page there. That's his. I'm not going to even attempt to say the word. That's it. Look it up there. Some wisdom, insights. And this recipe here is for the contest. I'm trying to get me some backer to go in my pipe right there. That's a Nording. It's made in Denmark. It's a real good pipe, but I got no backer. So go up on Jay's website, channel page, check him out. Tell him that you know, just go ahead and mention Shop Dog Sam while you're up there. But I was watching the videos, and I made the statement out loud there, you know, just kind of to myself. Once I seen the video, I said, I'm in, out loud. And the duct tape girl over yonder, she said, what do you mean you're in? And she said, you must be dreaming. I said, oh no, it's a contest, and I'm going to bake this pudding for us. And the recipe goes like this right here. Let's get on with it. I got the bread in there, and this right here is that fresh stuff. This right here, it's been sitting here for some minutes now, but it's a French loaf bread, and I sliced it yonder. It was one piece when I got it. I sliced it up yonder to make a sandwich out of, and then this was 6 slices total. And I broke it apart yonder in them little pieces like that. Just throw them in yonder at random. And always when you make a bread pudding, you make 2 so you'll have some for the overflow. But I will give you a kind of heads up, let's say. I got 4 eggs in yonder. Y'all see them? 4 eggs in that thing right there. The recipe's going to be in here as we go. Just pay attention and do you some notes right there, and you'll have the recipe when the video's over with. You know what I'm talking about? It's a basic pudding. Oh no, I forgot something. Wait just a minute. Stop the presses. Wait a minute. let's get these back out. Wow, good thing you reminded me of that. Oh, this right here, this right here, that's what makes it good. That's a good part right there. This right here, when you serve this recipe was inspired late one afternoon, about sundown, visiting my family, visiting the family, and the beverage was a large mug of coffee. Oh, it was good. The timing was perfect. And y'all watch this right here. That was the inspiration. That mug of hot coffee, a large mug, I'm going to say, that was the inspiration of this recipe right here. Oh, instantly the recipe was embedded. Oh, and just remember now, this is a smoke and mirror production, as a lot of them are. You know what I mean? Patience and imagination is the key word here on the East Coast of Arkansas. Remember that. Patience and imagination. Now what I've got right here, oh, this is going to be good. Y'all write that down over there. This is going to be good. And if you must start the truck, you need to have the truck started if you don't have the ingredients for this right here. And all this right here is, it's 3/4 of a stick of butter. And actually I started with a half and it wasn't enough, so I added some. 3/4 stick of butter, 3/4 cup of sugar, and 2 big heaping spoonfuls of instant coffee. And I put it on the stove in this little saucepan right here. And if this video goes a little long right there, oh, you will not be amiss for the time it takes to fix this recipe. And I don't want to leave nothing out. But you see what I done right yonder? I drizzled that warm mixture right there. And this right here, that will be once the pudding is baked. And we're going to bake it in a water bath, both of them. And I advise against that. I have tried baking this extra one in by itself, and it didn't work. It needs a water bath. Do not preheat the oven. Remember that. But we're going to set these aside while we get back to this batter right here. Clean up as you go. Clean up as you go. Them 4 eggs in right there is the batter. And we're going to put a half a cup of sugar in there. That's the good stuff right there, cane sugar. Clean up as you go. And we got, let's put some salt in there. Anytime you put sugar in there, don't forget, put you some salt about, that's enough. That's enough of salt. And what I got right here is 1 12-ounce can of evaporated milk. And I filled the rest of it is skim milk up to make 4 cups. That's a quart if you take a notice. And let's put some vanilla in there. Don't forget that vanilla. And this right here is the extract, about that much right there. That'd be plenty on that vanilla. Clean up as you go. And I got a 3/4 of a stick of melted butter. Oh, y'all see that? Get it all in there. Don't leave none of that melted butter out of there. The flavoring for this is instant coffee. It's kinda, you'll have to cook several of these in order to come up with the amount of coffee. But I'm gonna show you something. Y'all see that big old heaping spoonful right there? That's how much I'm gonna put in there. I don't know. Let's put a little more. About 1 1/2 heaping spoonfuls of that there coffee. Let's put that in there. I'll get that off there. Don't leave none of that on there. Scrape that off of there. Clean up as you go. Now that right there is a basic coffee flavored recipe. And these eggs right here, let's Get them all broke up right there. And you know me, I'm going to advise against electrical them electrical apparatuses, you know, your high dollar mixers. I'm just going to advise on the get-go categorically. You know, if you're going to cook something, you really don't need to be plugging nothing in, you know. Home cooking, homemade food, it's you don't plug nothing in when you're making homemade food. And this right here is one of the when you look up soul food in the dictionary, the picture that you see right there beside of the word soul food, it's a bread pudding. I mean, it's as basic, you can't get no more basic than a bread pudding. I mean, you know, and most bread puddings the old-fashioned recommends day old bread, stale bread and all that right there, but you don't use what you got. Now, oh, that's a real good uniform mixture. That's good enough. No need to go any further with that. We got some batter there. Oh, let's clean that up. You know, they do this on television. You know, they run that towel around that plate right there so it'll look good, you know. But, you know, there in your house, you can just swab it aside. We got that done. I'm going to bake it for 350 degrees for 1 hour. For about an hour. We're going to put it in that oven. This you kind of can see the time amount that we've been. It takes an hour. If you was going to bake one of these here there at your house, it would take you 1 hour and 15 minutes. Maybe a little bit extra for cleanup. Yeah, that's good right there. And then I'll tell you something else too. If you use all heavy cream, then you'll come out with a more dense pudding. I don't recommend all heavy cream. You need some lightness to it. And I am going to let this one set here. I'm going to tell it to you. I'm going to let this one set here on the side. Don't stir it around too much because you want that intense nougat flavor that was in that there sauce for the bread. You don't want to stir that around. You want that to be like when you take a bite of this. Oh, it's gonna be good. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna let. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in a water bath and shove it in the oven. That's good to go. No need to be fooling around. And about 1 hour, we'll come back and look at it. And I will tell you now, this right here is the perfect afternoon treat. You know, with a glass of milk on the veranda, and then. You know, enjoy a couple of bowls of your favorite tobacco, to top the evening off with. You know, to each their own, you know, to each their own. That's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, yeah, let's bake these. We'll be back in about 1 hour. 2 coffee-flavored bread puddings. Let's say skillfully done. This one right here, about halfway through baking this one, I upset it, I stirred it up, just kind of to get a different texture. This one was left as was the complete 1 hour baking time. Both of them were in a water bath. And as you can see they are set. I've had them out of the oven there for about 1 hour, and you can see that when they do that, they move away from the sides in one piece. Now what I've done, let's set one aside quickly. And all the assistance detente, whatever the phrase is, oh, I made this right here. Y'all see that? That right there, that's 1 block of cream cheese. and it's one big old heaping spoon of instant coffee dry, and it's 3/4 cup of sugar plus a little more, you know me. All measurements are plus or minus. And what I did is I mixed this together, and I will give you a tip. About halfway through, you will think that you don't have enough moisture in it, but it will come together. And what I did is I let that set for about 30-40 minutes while this was baking, and that gives the instant coffee time to draw moisture, it's a very, very nice color. And what we're going to do is just kind of drizzle this. Oh, I wish you could smell this kitchen now. That coffee flavor. It's a caramel. It's kind of a caramel aroma. Caramel. It's gonna be good. Yeah, we can see that coming. Just kind of drizzle it at random. Save enough. They cool down, but save enough for this one. And it's just gonna be a good one right here. Let's go a little bit different on this one right here, and just kind of cover it completely. The aroma, it's let's say the word, if I had to describe it, it's quite a pleasant aroma. Oh yeah. And let's just go ahead and make it kind of pretty and go all of the way over here. The skill level on these bread puddings, skill level is a subject of debate. I'm sure that everyone's definition of skill level is somewhat differing. A subject of deep thought. You know that's not going to go to waste. I'm going to set this in the side maybe for the neighbor, and let's cut us a piece of that right there and serve it up. Okay, we'll serve us up a piece of it. Let's just cut a medium size serving. Y'all see that? Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get that other corner piece right down there. Oh yeah. Y'all see that? It's the aroma. If you could only smell the aroma. Is always the service. And today we will let's have milk for the accompanying beverage, and just kind of to yeah, we would be amiss if we did not try us a piece. We would be amiss. So without further ado, oh yeah. Remember, just remember, y'all saw it here first. Oh, that's good. That's delicious. And after the enjoyment of the coffee flavored bread pudding, if I had some backer, I would enjoy mine. It's a Nording number 4, made over yonder in Denmark. It's a very, very good pipe. Just needs some backer. My, this is really, it's it's unbelievable how good this is. Remember, you saw it here first. From the east coast of Arkansas, Shop Dog Sam. And as Julia Child would say, bon appetit.